We're going to end up in a game where you're going to compete with each other, but then once you get a hold of the game and you know what's going on, you'll have the chance to compete against me. Thank you very much, Gabe. Appreciate that.
Are we going to win?
Well, the last class just barely won right like as they were walking out. Like literally I would just got mad and threw my pen and told them to leave, and then they wanted to go one more time and they played one more time and they won. So there's this thing about being a teacher where like when your kids want to stay in your classroom, that's not a bad thing, but we have to make you leave. But they literally just wanted to flex that they had beat me. So yes, the last class did win. You guys will have the same opportunity, only if we have enough time though. So let's check 323. If it's not done, you should be working on it right now. I appreciate that. And then once you check 323, if all three of these homeworks are done, 321, 322, and 323, you are allowed to turn those in today. Because I'm only actually collecting those three this week. Which means next week we'll probably have a lot more happening.
Oh yeah, I got. How was C18? That makes no sense.
Yep, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3.
Because it's minus 9 plus minus 9.
And you could be getting your Chromebook out in between checking your answers.
Are we doing it this month?
Remember tomorrow with it being Friday, we do have some stuff Friday morning, like Saturday. I know most of the time you don't need help. You just need time. But yeah, if you want to go to math lunch, go to math lunch. If you want to come in the morning, just have you or your mom text. Just make sure you like that. I know you're coming. Guys, if you got an answer wrong, that like shouldn't make you feel bad. It should be motivation to figure out what happened. Because it doesn't matter that much now, but it will matter when it comes to a mastery. Right? Or like, I don't know, when you're doing something out in the real world and what you're doing actually matters. Like, how much money do I give the guy? Or... Yes, my feelings got hurt. They started talking about the new high school math curriculum and how like kids aren't going to have to take calculus, which I agree with, like not needing to take calculus. I don't think they had to take calculus anyways, but the parents started throwing shade at like the math that you learn in high school being not that important, which I kind of agree with. That's why I teach middle school. I think this is literally the most important math that you're going to learn. But they were like talking about the memes that you'll see online about math and like how you never use it once you graduate. Like that's not true.
Some of it.
But I just stood there on my computer and bit my tongue and just didn't say anything. And Mr. Flynn looked at me a couple times and could tell I was just like. But the new high school math curriculum, this will involve you guys, lets you like instead of taking like calculus, you could take a computer science class. Which, no, is more related to, like, the job field. And, like, computer science is not, I mean, if you're not that into it, you might be like, oh, ew. But, like, computer science is, like, how websites work, how apps work, how, like how to write code, like, how to make games, right? Like, yeah. Yep. Hey, so we do need to either talk about the homework or move into the lesson because you're gonna like this game. I mean, that's my prediction. Sammy, question.
I always forget. Is it for adding or multiplication? You have to make it.
Which question are you talking about? Give me that first.
362.
Do you have to for adding? Do you have to make them have an denominator?
Yes. To add or subtract fractions, I appreciate you asking. To add or subtract fractions, we're going to need common denominators. To multiply down here in C and D, though, we do not. Hey, make sure that if you're going to turn in homework today, that it's all three of them and that you staple them together. Because that makes my life immensely easier when I go to grade. If I can do all three of your assignments at the same time, boom, boom, boom. And if they're stapled, seriously, big help. I got 2 staplers up here. Emily.
So for 362 on letter B, yes,
Number B.
I got 29 over 16.
I bet you did something weird with the subtraction and or maybe like told your brain to add. Like, did you common denominator to 60? Oh, you taught that. Yup, that makes sense.
Wait, I changed it, so it's fine, but...
Other questions. This is exactly why we take this time. Xavier, I don't understand how you have a question if you're turning in your homework, but...
Well, it's just about, like, these of, like math and stuff with the real world. Like, when will we, like, use, like, I don't know, like...
You do not want to ask this question to me. I'm the wrong person to ask when will we use this, because I will give you 100 answers.
I'm talking about fractions, because, like, how come we don't, like, all of them just don't say decimals instead of fractions?
Literally, fractions make more sense in our brain, because think about a pizza. How much is one slice of the pizza? 0.125? Is that how you think about the pizza, or do you think, oh, I'm eating 1/8? You're probably thinking I'm eating 1/8. If you're buying a cake for the party and you're thinking about how many slices to cut it into, like, I can give you 100 answers for when are we gonna use this. What you gotta do is trust, guys, here's what it comes down to. I would not waste my time teaching you stuff I don't think you need to know. I'm not joking, I wouldn't. I'm occasionally a rule breaker, and if somebody said, do this, and I was like, that's silly, there's no point, I wouldn't do it. And I would argue with them why I wouldn't do it. But middle school, what I teach you in 7th grade and what you learn in 8th grade, and even like freshman year, that stuff's actually important. You will actually use that. Beyond that, I'll be honest with you, beyond freshman math, you might not use that depending on what job you end up having. But like middle school math, guys, what it comes down to is if you don't want to look like an idiot, like out in the world when you're like being a human, if you don't want to look like a dummy, you need to know basic math. Like at least through middle school. Like, sorry to put it that bluntly, but that really is what it comes down to. Will you need to know the Pythagorean theorem to buy groceries? No.
What's that?
But you don't know it yet. But do you want to be able to figure out which like bag of chips is the better buy? Yeah, because you want to preserve your money so you can like go on vacations and stuff. Charlie. Of what? Oh, you added instead of subtracted, Charlotte. It's subtraction you added. That's where 59 came from. Yes, Grace.
I don't know how you got -2 and 1/6 for 361 on the phone.
61. Order of operations. This is, I'm surprised no one asked about this in the earlier class. So, -2/3. When I multiply in, and this, guys, my work looks a little weird if you, like, and this is also why I have multiple answer keys up. I split the multiplication, and I did 4 times -2. That gives me -8. 4 times 1/3 gives me 4/3, but the whole thing is negative, right? So this is not how I should write this, but I can, because it's my work. This isn't for anyone else. This is for me. The answer might be for somebody else. But so now I make it -9 and 1/3, how it should be written. 7 and 1/6 just is coming, like, just falling down, doing nothing. Now I make it common denominator. And now I can say -9 beats +7 by -2. -2/6 is stronger than 1/6 by 1/6. And that's how we end up with -2. And now there's other ways we could do it. We could make these improper. Like, there's other ways.
Also, what about 363? I got 2 and 2.3.
So if you divide my number by 3, and add -3, you will get 4. So if I start undoing what they did, the first thing to undo is the -3, so we can add 3 to like undo they're bringing in a -3. So that gets us 7. So now we would have that, right? My number divided by 3 is 7. So then to undo the division, we can multiply.
I was dividing.
Yeah. And or like we could kind of guess and check because we know most of these come out to be whole numbers.
Okay.
Emily?
So you want 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, and
2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3.
It's up there.
I mean, they're due tomorrow, but if you have them done and checked, you can turn them in today. Hence, what is on the board. Sorry, if you need more time checking, do that later. Sorry, Caleb, you had a hand up.
Well, why do you like to find the answer? Because, see what, will give me the answer by adding the answer.
Wait, so the answer.
I know I get my 4 now to
Yeah. Yep. You essentially did what I did, probably, but like thought about it differently, but probably did kind of the same math. Yeah, but sometimes in math, the opposite is kind of the same. You know, like you did it in a different way, but you did the same thing. Yeah. Charlotte, you were trying to say something, but you stopped yourself from interrupting Caleb, which I appreciate. But what did you need to say?
So the answer for 63 is 21, right?
Yes, 21. Hey, in your Chromebook, you're going to go to the ebook, lesson 3.2.5, and you're looking for 378 e-tool. But then you need the handout from today because it, like, well, I guess you don't necessarily need it since we're going to play on the computers. But it also has the game board on there. The e-tool you're looking at has that little game board that runs from like -15 to +15. So you're trying to get to here, right? 325 lesson, and you're clicking on this thing, the 78 e-tool. So everybody, yeah. Everybody's getting on this because you each need to be able to play. William? Yeah, you have to log in with Google. I have a charger. I don't have 5 chargers. Watch. Guys, no joke. I might if I rally up all the chargers I have. I have too many chargers that are not mine. I'll get you some. Don't we all?
Are you serious?
CVM ebook, log in with Google. Log in with Google. Log in with Google. Do not click on ESP. That's the Spanish version. I mean, if you know Spanish, you can. You'll need to turn your. There we go. Name, were you Backstreet Boys or no? She left. I want to know if she's Backstreet Boys or NSYNC because I'm an NSYNC kind of guy.
You're NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
What, you like Backstreet Boys better?
No, I don't like either.
Come on, Justin Timberlake is in NSYNC though. Come on, JT's the man. What's up? You need a charger too? Oh my gosh. How did I anticipate that?
Because I am very anticipative.
You guys are lucky. I got multiple.
My sister knows how to drive to Naki, and then she makes me trouble sometimes. And I'm pretty
Xavier, I don't know if I believe that it's your sister getting you in trouble.
soft.
I don't know if I believe that. Because I know how it works with, like, when boys and girls are in middle school, and girls tend to, like, get in trouble less.
Little
Oh, your littles, not Gabrielle. Oh. I rescind my statement, Xavier. I pull it back. You are probably true.
I think that's right as well.
All right, so here is how this works. You're gonna need graph paper.
I have it.
What do you mean? I'm about to tell you why.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I got a new shirt.
Okay, on topic, and not hot topic. On topic. Anyone want to read? Well, because you said you got a new shirt. You know, hot topic. Hey, guys, I am not going to come around and repeat these rules for you because one of your classmates is going to read them for you and you're going to listen. So slowly, Caleb, were you wanting to read? Do not read super fast because people need to be able to hear and think about it. If you're still going through the Chromebook, stop. look up here because this is not on your paper. I didn't call you to read because you're having a hard time like simmering down today. Caleb's going to read through the rules. I'm going to highlight a tiny bit. Then we're going to play. You got to listen now because they're not on your paper. Yeah, and like read 1 and read 2 kind of a chunk at a time.
Okay, so place your marker at 0.
Step 1, pretty straightforward. Everybody though, each of you, like you're not together, you're actually not teammates, you're actually competing against each other. Alright, Caleb, go ahead.
Spin both spinners. You may choose to add, subtract, multiply, or divide the two numbers. The result of your
Calculation.
determines how many steps you will take and in which direction. For example, if you spin a -2 and a -1, and you choose to add them to get -2 plus -1, you will get -3. You would move 3 spaces to the left.
So you cannot, if you make a negative number, you have to go left. Right? If you make a positive number, you have to go right.
Do you want to go right or left?
That depends. Maybe if you look up here and listen. Continue.
Know that you always need to land on an integer space, one of the circles. So that may limit your choices.
What operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, what operation might make partial answers, like decimals or fractions? William? Division, right? So be careful with division. Division's going to be the trickier operation here. You can do anything else you want, like addition, subtraction, multiplication. You can even do division.
What about
It's just a little
exponents?
tricky. What about what?
Exponents.
No exponents.
For each move, record on your paper your starting position, the expression and the result of your chosen move, and your
Sorry. So, I'll jump through the rest because I know we're going to run out of time. If you go past 11 or -11, that is totally fine, but everyone in your graph paper write 0 plus, and then open a parentheses. And my flannel's going to try to write on the board too. So you and your teammates are in competition now. So I'm going to act like right now it's just you guys versus me, right? So I'll let you guys go first because, you know, I'm a nice guy. So
Never say that in a relationship.
in a moment, you're going to play against each other, and you can restart at 0 if you want. But let's act like you're playing against me.
Have Mila Witherspoon to the Perry
The
office.
worst time.
Mila,
Are you
thank
leaving?
you.
So, Mila's going to miss out on this. But what we're doing is we're going to spin both spinners. Actually, Mila, we'll let you do this because you're about to leave. So you get -3 and 0.
There's no
What
spinner.
operation do you want to do with those numbers to start moving either towards -11 or +11? And I'm going to make you guys blue. Just
okay,
'cause
nice.
in my mind, like I use blue for this class. Do you want to multiply them?
You can't. No, you can't.
Well, we can, but it makes 0. Do you want to divide them? Actually, one of those would break math. You think about adding them? So if Mila adds, we can get -3. She could actually subtract and get +3 because minus a negative. But sure, Mila said add, so let's do 0 plus -3, and that. Yeah, absolutely. And that gets the class token to -3. Now, I'm going to skip my turn. Well, no, let's do my turn real quick. So my turn. I spin. I'm writing down, so I got -2 and -2. I'm writing down my work. Sorry, that's the other class. So I got, I'm going to do -2 times -2. What's that going to give me? +4. Because a negative times a negative. So now I'm at 4. You're at -3. So, hey, look up here. Because then I'm going to let you play. Your next turn, you start at -3. So you write -3 plus and then parentheses. In here goes the numbers you got and what you did with them. And then beneath it, you could write like what it actually becomes. So we're going to do one more together because I see your faces. So you're now, that's not what I wanted. You're at -3. That's not what I wanted. This is a great example of me not being able to click the right thing. You're at -3. I'm at +4. I like purple. So we go again. Sure, Caleb, you read. Let's let you go. So here, I'll spin. Do you want to run up here and spin real fast? All right, real fast. All right, click them both.
100.
So you got -3 and +1. Yeah, that's a +1. So he had landed at so -3, +1 are Caleb's numbers. So it's either going to be -3, +1, or 1, -3, and then he's got to choose what operation goes between them. You want to add, subtract, multiply, divide. Multiply. So if Caleb does -3 times 1, what's he get? What's -3 plus -3? So now you guys would be at -6. And you're getting closer to your winning point. Right? You want to get to either, doesn't matter which way you go. You want to get to either -11 or +11. You got to write down your steps. If you think you've won, stick up a hand, call me over, I'll check your work, and then you got to restart back at 0. Or if you want to, you can try to work your way back to 0, like from your +11 or -11, wherever you're at. All right, so dive in. Let me know as you have issues or if you can't get logged in. We will play again, class versus me, once you guys get comfortable with it.
I'll be red.
So click on the ebook. What's up, Chapter 3. On what? Talk with Grace. Both of you are confused. I'll come help.
Okay, let me spin first. So -2 and -1.
Oh my god.
So what you should technically be doing is each person should be going at the same time. And then you write down where
Okay.
you go again.
So
You can play against me.
I'm lost.
I really don't know if you guys can stay right where you are. But it's like a race of who in the least amount of times can get to 11 or -1. Guys, you can restart at 0.
No, I'm in my army going to get some.
Make sure you're writing down what you're doing. Make sure you're writing down what you're doing.
So we have to start back at 0.
Now you can't spin a bunch. You just got to spin and take where it lands.
But I have to take it back.
Well, I mean, if you know where it was, you can just write down what you had. You confused about how to get where we need to get as step 1.
So how much did you get?
So 3, 2, 5.
-3 times 1?
Because that's like, where's your worksheet for today? You get the back.
I'm on Okay, no, I'm on.
Do we do on the same computer?
No, each on your own computer.
It's not 7. Okay, I got 7. What do you think? I got 7.
But do we show
So Bianca, why do you not have that? Like, it was on the board to get that from the back. Why do you not read the board when you come in?
-7.
And like, where are your homeworks kept in your binder? Okay, so I mean, chapter 2 homework definitely is turned in. Chapter 3, this looks done. I would maybe come. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely. I know I already suggested this, but I would come to math lunch and figure out what needs done. So this, if we ever use the ebook, this number is going to be the same number as what we're looking for in the ebook, and then you're coming here. Now you've got your spinners, so you start at 0, spin both, choose how to put them together, go that far.
I actually do -3 times.
You're trying to get 1.
Yep. You can go past it and then come back. Guys, you can go past and then like come back. You went, yeah, you restart. So you can either restart at 0 or try to work your way back to 0.
Mr. Hudson, when someone goes, do you like lose points?
I just got -12.
For what?
When someone goes, do you lose points?
No, I mean you're trying to do it in the least amount of turns.
But like, do you like? If you're trying to negative one and another is trying to get to positive.
You could both be trying to get to the same number.
I'm on
It does.
negative 9.
What matters is that when you get to negative 11 or positive 11, whichever, you win. Now, if you both win at the same time, you both win. But if Bianca hasn't gotten to 11 or negative 11 and you do, you win. And then you restart. Make sense? I have a couple no-name papers, by the way, from Chapter 2. I got a couple no-name papers. One of them I think is 1A, but I think the other might be 1B. So if you think you turned in 226 or 232, might be yours. Right? Might be yours.
You don't put what I do on yours.
Yeah, you're just writing your own work. Bring it back up here. Real quick, so I want to make sure everyone understands what's happening. I did not take a second turn yet, right? What I'm writing down, for me, I'm now at 4. So if I want to write my next work, I write 4 plus parentheses. Okay, if you're not looking up here and then you're going to tell me that you're confused, it's going to be frustrating.
I got it.
So if you're not looking up here and then you're going to tell me you're confused, I'm going to be frustrated. So I spin. I get my 2 numbers, negative 2 and negative 3. Ooh, I don't hate that. What could I do with negative 3 and negative 2 to try to keep working my way towards 11? Times them. Why? What's a negative times a negative? So negative 3 times negative 2, which notice how that dot doesn't look great. I'm going to put parentheses inside this. So that's really 6, and I really end up at 10. So now I move my token, and I go, ha ha, I'm closer than you are, and then we keep playing.
So you're at 0, so
Make sense?
yeah.
Keep going.
Wait, I won.
So negative 13 plus positive 2. Where are you at? And that means you win.
I won.
There you go. See, this is where people are going to start winning.
You have to use both of them.
Wait, are you at negative 1 or are you actually at
So look, you start at 0, so that's what's in front, and then you
Oh,
have
you're supposed to be right where you are
negative 4, so
now.
that's going to be in
Which is fine. You just wrote the move it did without writing, okay, and then I end up at, like, so these also look big. It's fine, but what I was writing up there was showing us where we end up at, right? Sure, I mean, if you want, you could bump over here with Mason doesn't even have a partner right now. I mean, kind of Charlotte, but they're sort of just doing their own thing in a way. Does this make a little bit of sense now? What's up? So that was positive 4. That got us to 7. Ooh, you multiply these or add? So what's 3 times negative 4? Leaving these are supposed to be negative. That was positive. That's positive. This is positive. Negative 2 times negative 2. So what you're saying is what you wrote down is not actually what you did? So I can't really check your work. Right? And you're going to say, well, that's actually there. That's actually, I can't check your work because it's not written down correctly. So I would maybe restart or rewrite it down. Like, we're going to come back together in a moment. You guys are all going to try to beat me.
I accidentally hoped that, and then he accidentally hoped.
Well, like, you told her what to do with the numbers?
Yeah. She said, what would I get? And I said, you would get negative 1.
What? Here in a minute. We're about to do it as a class. What's up with Charlotte? Trying to reverse her.
What's my name?
I'm a large
You call me
Malarkey sounds like a bird.
He called me Charlie. It sounds like a type of meat. He called me Malarkey. Because somehow Molesky sounds like Malarkey. They are not the same thing. Very much not.
Right now.
Okay, now change the color.
If you really want to keep doing what you're doing, you may. Otherwise, we're going to go class versus me.
Bet. Malarkey. I have 10 bucks on mine.
So, you need to write it on your paper. So, everybody draw a squiggly across your paper unless you're going to keep doing your thing, and then you should still be writing on your paper. We're going to put class versus Hudson. Right? Class versus Hudson. No, y'all are blue because I claim purple.
Wow.
Because I love purple.
I want it. My favorite color.
Can we be black?
Well, guess what? I'm the teacher, so.
Yeah, can we be black?
There's only these
Well,
colors.
you
up
can
here.
change the
So,
color.
You do house with them.
we're going
If
to
you
move
press
on.
it like twice or something.
You're going to move on because the color of your tile does not matter that much. It also doesn't really matter if you win. We're just practicing math. So what I'm going to do is call on somebody like Gage is my first card and offer up, Gage, do you want to come up and spin or do you want me to spin? And then Gage gets to decide what to do with the numbers for the class. So do you want to come quickly or do you want me to? If you're coming up, you just got to come quickly. Like, I want to start giving you guys chances to get out of your desk and everything else, and I think I can trust you guys at this point because I know you're all pretty awesome. So Gage got -2 and 2. Y'all are back at 0. Gage gets to decide what to do with the numbers to make you guys start moving. Now, he can ask for the audience opinion.
-2 times 2.
You
Multiply.
want to multiply? All right. So, on your paper, 0 plus -2 times 2, which is really -4. And your team is now at -4, and that will start the next movement. Now, technically, we would have been going at the same time. So that was your first turn. This is my first turn. Right? So it's not like if you guys win, then you automatically win. I would still get another turn, but y'all are at -4. All right, I get,
Let's go.
starting as strong as I did last game, with -2 and 0. Since you guys went the negative way, I'm going to go the positive way. How can I turn that into a positive? Minus a negative. What's minus a negative? Plus a positive, so this is actually +2. I'm now at +2. Lucy, would you like to come up? This is random. I don't know computer science. I can't make websites. I'm not in control of this.
-3 plus -1.
You're going to add? All right, Lucy agrees with Xavier. We're going to add.
That makes us -8.
So -3 plus -1. Yeah, what's that give you?
-8.
Yeah, you get to because this is -4, so now y'all are at -8. Yeah, when I say y'all, my Kashaktan is coming out. But all right, so you're at -8.
Yes, sir.
That was also a Kashaktan thing that people would say like ma'am and sir, but I didn't really ever like that. I did. It's just weird when people call me sir. It's still like I don't like the divide that creates. So you can if you want to, but I don't really. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. Don't do it on purpose. All right. So if I get 9, I don't know that I could get 9, but if I get mean -4 and -1. If I times it, or actually, I'm gonna get crafty here. I'm gonna do -4 divided by -1. What's a negative divided by a negative? A positive. So this is +4, and I end up at 6. I could have multiplied them also. If I added them, I could have gotten -5, but that would have pushed me back towards you. I'd rather keep moving towards where I want to. That's not what I want. So I'm at 8 now. No, I'm at 6 now. All right, so I'm at 6. Y'all, Isa, you want to come up or you want me to spin for you? Okay.
No.
-3 and 0. What do you want to do with those numbers? I don't know where that was a bad idea. Somebody write the work for me.
I'm the teacher now.
Write the
Yes.
work. You gotta write the work. I know. I got mad.
For a second, I thought you were bowing to Gage.
I bow to you. Bow to you, class.
Yes,
I bow to the class.
Well, I mean, yes, you guys won. So, if you're at -8, and you got 0 and -3.
Yes, sir.
Now wait!
No.
I have a chance to rebuttal though,
No.
because you went first.
You
Right?
got a chance.
So this is still, like, we're still on the same team, or on the same turn. What do I need to get to 11?
A neg 4.
No,
3
five.
and
5. I need 5, right? I need to make 5.
There ain't no way.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Hudson.
Chill with your negative
Oh, you
talk about me.
It's literally impossible to get 5. Yeah, it's
Negative
impossible.
3,
Yes, it's impossible.
2.
Oh, no. Are you
Oh, we won first, guys. We won first.
2
Good point.
minus
Look at that
negative
one.
3. What is 2 minus negative 3?
No one wants
5. So hold on. Now it's a race to get back to 0. So, am I ever not serious? Max, do you want to come up? Sorry, so I threw the card, so everything's shuffled.
We gotta do positive.
Yeah, now you guys got to do positives.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Ooh, you got to respin that one. It landed on the. Well, I mean, I guess it
No,
looks
no,
like 0.
it's not a 0.
You decide.
Yes.
So positive 1, positive 2. All right, so when you add them, you'll get 3. So then you'll so negative 11 plus 2 plus 1. That's 3. So negative 8. Okay, you guys are on your way. All right, I'm at 11. I'm at 11. So wait, you guys are now here. Spin and spin.
Let's go.
I need to go negative. The most negative I can make is by subtraction. Yeah. Negative 3 minus 1. What's negative 3 minus 1? Negative 4. Be careful if you thought that it was negative 2. So negative 4. Ooh, where's that get me? Back to 7. Uh-oh, I'm closer. Someone's closer.
Hey, yo, what?
From Happy Gilmore, in case you don't.
Oh, that one I forgot.
Sammy.
Come on, Malarkey.
If you guys get positive 8, you can win.
Yes.
Oh, that's not going to do it. Positive 1 and negative 2. What do you want to do with them? Caleb is yelling subtract.
1 minus negative 2. That's what they said.
Okay. So, and you guys should be writing this down. So 1 minus negative 2, I think they're getting to positive 3 here. I think what you do only gets us 2. So I think this gets us a bigger number, because now we're at negative 5.
100.
So you guys are closer now. Alright, I'm at 7. Alright, I'm at 7. So I could make a 7. Maybe. It'd be tough, but.
No, sir.
Oh crap, where are you guys at? Yeah, you're at negative 5.
Shoot. He can make.
Negative 4, negative 2. I think I'm gonna add these.
How do we lose to the teacher, guys?
You didn't lose
We
yet.
didn't lose yet. We can't lose to someone that's 30. He has to get a negative 1.
I appreciate how you.
Are you like that? I'm just being nice.
Negative 4 plus negative 2. Negative
That's
6. That takes me to.
Someone's closer.
Grace. No pressure or anything.
He ain't gonna get it.
No pressure.
It's impossible to get it. Someone's
There you go.
closer.
No, what is that?
What can Grace do?
Cindy,
Times?
Cindy,
Alright.
what was that? We're tied again.
So,
You gotta scream.
so negative 2 times negative 2. we're at the end of class. You guys are trying to win.
No, it looks like a win-win.
Hold up.
Hold on.
It's -1 versus +1. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I gotta respin that.
No, that is clearly a 1.
That is still on.
I can't do anything.
Ah!
Hold on. William, do you want to come try to get a win for you guys? William needs 1. He needs 1 for the win.
Get one.
No!
No. I think we're done. We gotta go to lunch. So. What?
Serious right now, bro?
We don't need it now.
I wouldn't win either. Okay.
No.
Are you serious right now, bro?
You got it.
You
We're just too good.
Look at us.
I know I'm a loser. It's okay.
You lost. That's what losers do.
Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. And hit that bell. Hit that bell.
Post notifications.
Welcome back to the channel.
Oh my gosh. Can I stop it now?
No. Yeah, you can talk.
Okay.
Bye.